What's going on, guys? Captain Vanover. It's really cold outside, so I'm filming from inside the car because I'm going to be doing some flying for you guys. But more importantly, what you guys are interested in is the title of this video, obviously. This is the Xhover Win5L. It's a new frame from Xhover, and I'm going to give you guys a brief rundown of what I'm running on it and then talking about why I'm switching to it for racing in 2018. Let's go and do it right now. So, without further ado, this is the Xhover Win5L. It's a 5-inch frame. It's amazing. It's an improvement over the Xhover Win5, so it's kind of like a revision of it. Some things that we did on this, we made, I'll just cut straight to the chase. It's a little bit lighter. It's 60 grams dry for the bare frame. This overall build right here is 260 grams. We went to a 20 by 20 stack instead of the normal 30 by 30, and I'll talk about why here in a minute. We had 3 motor hole screws instead of 4, so the arm's a little bit stronger out there, and we went to 5mm chamfered edged arms, so the thing's a freaking tank. It's super light, but it's durability wise is like a tank because I just haven't been able to break it yet. I have killed one motor after like I think 150 flights on this thing. I've been flying this thing non-stop. Now I've been down unfortunately the last few days because I've been sick, but I'm out here today practicing for more races coming up, and in the time that I've had flying this thing, which has been a lot of time flying it, I have been beating this thing around, and it's absolutely amazing. It's super fun to fly. It's super nimble in the air because it is a little bit lighter than what I'm used to, and the thing, if you hit the ground really hard, is strong. Like I keep getting back up every single time. So I'm going to show you guys some up close photos and videos or whatever of the frame right now. I'll talk about my setup, and then I'll talk about why we chose some of the things that we did on it. Let's go in and get right to it. So I'm just going to cut straight to it because I'm like this. So here it is. This is the Xhover Win5L. Okay, so it's a really pretty frame. I have Rotor Riot Hype Train Ladrib Edition motors on there. Super pretty, and they're super powerful and fun to fly. They are my favorite motor, shameless plug. Prototype HQ props, I'll make another video about those soon enough. I got a Raceflight millivolt and spark in there. Now it's a little 20 by 20 stack. Crossfire receiver, Runcam Micro, TBS Unify Pro, and a Lumineer stubby antenna. Works really well, and then I'm running anywhere from 1300 to 1900 milliamp 4S and 5S packs. Now I don't recommend running 5S or even 4S with these big motors on this little 20 by 20 right here. However, a new Raceflight version of this is coming out, which is the same size, and it does all the way up to 6S, and that's why we went with 20 by 20 on this frame. Most people are used to 30 by 30 frames. However, I believe 20 by 20 is the future, and the way the technology is going, it's much stronger, it's much lighter, and it's much smaller, and it means you can shrink down the frames, because the big problem with frames is we went to these smaller, lighter frames. However, by doing so, we lost a lot of durability. Well, by going to these smaller electronics, we're able to save some weight and then put that weight back into other places, such as going to 5mm arms. So the weight is basically the same from the Win5, which was, I think this is 60 grams, and that frame was 65 grams or something like that, so it's actually a little bit lighter, but the durability is almost 3 times, maybe even 4 times stronger. I have not been able to break an arm on this yet. I have killed one motor, this one right here. It's working right now, so don't worry about that, but I have killed one on this side. I hit a metal pole at a race full throttle, and all I did was kind of splinter the carbon a little bit, so nothing there. Now, it's a really sweet frame. We went with 3 motor hole screws to increase the durability, 5mm arms. It is a bottom mount battery. Now, if you're using an M2 stack, it does come with these rubber grommets, which you can put in there. And I believe Xhover has in their promo video showing you what that looks like. It essentially is a soft mount for your flight controller. Now, in this one, the Raceflight stack's already soft mounted with the gummies, so I have to use so I'm just using an M3 screw all the way through instead of that. Normally, it's 2 screws to replace the arm. However, because this frame is supporting an M2 size stack, to get an M3 screw in there, I unfortunately had to stick a screw all the way through it, which is the only downside to this frame at the moment for me. If I had to replace an arm, it is 3 screws. However, I doubt I'm going to be replacing arms anytime soon anyway, because the thing's super strong, and that's really the only complaint I have with it. And maybe in the future we'll see another revision of this where it's M3 supported with an actual soft mount, so this thing will be like triple soft mounted or something like that. But anyhow, that's the frame. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. I'm going to go ahead and get out here on a track. I haven't really flown in a while, and just because I've been sick. So we're gonna see what I can do with this thing, show you guys some flight footage, and make sure to go check it out. It's a $45 frame on Xhover. I'll have the link in the description down below. It's super cheap, and it's super strong and fun to fly, and for me, it's gonna be my racing frame going into 2018, unless there's some revision of it down the line. But regardless, this is what I'm going to be using for the most part, and go check it out at xhover.com. The link will be in the description. But anyhow, I am super excited because I have not flown in a few days, and that's because I'm sick. I've been sick. I'm still sick, but I'm trying to practice for some upcoming races. So I have a little course set up here. Let's see if I can do any type of flying whatsoever, and let's get to it. Alright guys, that's the Xhover Win5L frame. It's super cold and I don't really want to get sick again, even though I'm probably going to since I'm out here in the cold. So I'm going to go ahead and run back inside. If you have any questions or interested in the frame, check out xhover.com. I'll have the link in the description for the frame, or comment down below. If you have anything to say about my setup, any questions related to the frame, I'd be more than happy to answer them. But I'm going to stop freezing myself off and get inside. Look out for some more videos coming soon. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll talk to you guys later.